Black people, this is an emergency broadcast. I'm coming to you guys. I had to calm down for a second because after I went into the South Park Cemetery here in Pearland, Texas, I almost fell out. I was so upset. I really just had to come sit here at the Walmart, my new company, and just calm down. Oh my God, family. I heard about generational curses, but I didn't really understand really what it meant. You know what I'm saying? When they say, oh, you got a generational curse on you. But I never really understood how real that was. So I rose up, and some of my spirit told me, go check on your family's graves over at the South Park Cemetery in Pearland. Now, in these graves, we have people from both sides of my family that are there. That people from my family have been coming to Texas for many years. We have people from my father's side, which is the Latino and Native American. And we have people from my mom's side, which is white, British, and Native American. And Asian. So, I go over to check on some of our elders, because we got people old school in that cemetery. I go to check on some of our eldest relatives there, the Lee family, my Asian relatives. And child, wouldn't you know, they had a black candle rituals surrounding all of their graves. Now, over in the South Park Cemetery, our Asian relatives are surrounded, there is easy to find them. So I get there and literally you just see black candles. Everybody knows what black candles mean. Now, on the side of the candles, do you know what it said, family? Tame the sheep. Tame the sheep. Yes. Now, over there in our Asian family, they have the lions to represent our Lion of Judah. And they have black candles that said, tame the sheep, burning for Lord knows how many years. Now, when I went up on the candles had water in them to the top. But when I touched the candles and the water, it was steaming hot, like somebody had just put those candles out. It was very weird. It has not been raining, you guys. Like somebody just put those candles out. It makes me wonder, because I have not been here. You know us young in generation, how we are. We don't visit our relatives' graves the way that we should. And we got to stop that. We got to start visiting, because we don't know what kind of stuff they done put on our graves. Okay, they know all our business. They probably know our generational lines better than we do. They all out at your great-great-great-grandmama grave with black candles on them. No. Now, let me continue. So, the black candle that said, tame the sheep. A candle that I have never seen before. Anyone who is into the Essene magic, Wicca, voodoo, hoodoo, Obia, Santeria, I have never seen a candle called Tame the Sheep. This is some type of specially made KKK voodoo against the Hebrew, the Hebrew KKK Hitler candle. Tame the sheep, the Lamb of God. So I see the candle. Y'all know me. I'm like, oh my God, Jesus, what's going on? So I take the candles and I bust them on the ground. You know, I'm like, oh my God, what is this? I pick them up. I just throw them on the ground. Oh God, I got to get them out of here. It's an emergency, So I take them and my spirit tells me, keep walking. Go and visit all of your relatives, because we have a lot of relatives in the South Park Cemetery. Oh my Lord. They had Grandpappy's grave with some type of zip tie and some type of toys and paraphernalias. They had all kind of weird liquors that I know our family didn't put there. All kind of weird voodoo stuff, you guys. You know what we know and how we get down. I recognized it as evil and voodoo immediately. I know for a fact that no one in my family has been to visit this cemetery in a long time to see our family members. In a very long time. And so I know that that stuff on those graves didn't have anything to do with anyone in my family. My family is appalled just like I am. They're like, what? Who's been over there putting stuff on Grandpappy's grave? They had toys like Disney characters and toys in a zip tie around my grandfather's grave. Which means this is something that is recent. It couldn't have been done 30 years ago. They didn't have toys like that 30 years ago. Someone, I believe, my ex-husband and my soon-to-be ex-husband, we're going through a divorce, and his evil, dirty, diabolical family had something to do with it. You know, he's KKK. Hitler, a communist, all of that. Stuff that I didn't find out until long after we broke up. From his nasty, evil that he done into my life. We all know the story. We no reason to even go through that again. But either way, this is an emergency broadcast family. I'm not coming here just to tell you about my family. Because I was able to go over there and clean up at least 11 of my immediate family members. But that is a very big cemetery. That whole cemetery needs to be cleaned out. They have voodoo on you, and me too. Generational curses. You guys, they had a generational curse on the tribe of Judah. I'm talking about just surrounding all of our lions with black candles. It was the craziest. Girl, I almost fell out. I was like, oh my God, no wonder we're having all these problems. Like I said, I've always heard about generational curses. But I had no idea it was going to actually be a bunch of black candles at grandmama's, grave. Some crazy, weird looking black candle talking about tame the sheep. And all of us black folks wondering why in the world we can't get nothing going in our lives. We just keep on having problem after problem after problem. They got voodoo on us over there. I got the incident. The police came out, you guys, because we had to call the police. The police came out. I got the incident number. This is true and factual, you guys. I have the actual black candles. As you saw in the bag, you guys. It's atrocious. They literally put voodoo on the whole tribe of Judah over at the South Park Cemetery. And I'm telling you that those candles and those toys and all that stuff was fresh. Like it was probably been being renewed for as long as they could renew it. Ain't no telling how long the KKK been going over to our graves and burning those dirty candles on us. Yeah, go to your grandparents' graves. If your family is experiencing something, it doesn't matter what color you are. Because these people are evil, and if they think you're a good person, they will get you. You better do your genealogy. A lot of us is over at that South Park Cemetery in Pearland. Go over there and find your names of who you know. And you better pay attention. Girl, they had a snake off. Girl, I got it in the bag. They had a snake on grandmama's grave. Girl, it was the weirdest shit I ever seen in my life. Y'all always want to talk about some satanic panic. But at this point, I am in full satanic panic mode. I'm so sorry. I'm in full satanic panic. Anytime I go to my grandmama's grave and they got black candles that say tame the sheep, and y'all know good and well we are the tribe of Judah, I am in full satanic panic. Lord help us all these cemeteries across the country with our relatives in them, how many of them have tame the sheep candles on grandmama's graves? Y'all better start visiting your relatives at these cemeteries. Start doing your genealogy. Know who your people is. I walked up on the tribe of Judah at the South Park Cemetery, and the KKK was burning tame the sheep, black candles on us. And they was hot. I'm telling y'all, they put them candles out when they seen me coming. Oh my God. I'm in full satanic panic mode. Biden. Come on, Biden. What in the world is going on in America? Tame the sheep, black candle, a black candle on a grave of my grandmother. What is going on in America, Biden? Black candles surrounding all of our tribe of Judah ancestors. What is going on in America, Biden, Kamala? Lord have mercy. No wonder we can't get no jobs. No wonder we down in the trenches in the hood. Child, that'll put the generational curse on us. But fear not, family. Fear not. I bust them candles wide open. And I got all that stuff in a trash bag. And I'm finna dispose of it in the right way. I took it all away, family. I don't know how much more. They might have it at every cemetery in the world. I don't know. But if I was you, I'll go check on my family in the cemeteries. I'll start off at that South Park right here in Pearland, because a lot of us here in Texas, Texan people, we got relatives over there. But I'm telling you right now, there was a generational curse on the tribe of Judah in the South Park Cemetery in Pearland. Our Lions of Judah are sitting there in a beautiful arrangement around Grandmama and Grandpappy's graves. They had black candles that said, "Tame the sheep," burning in a circle around Grandmama and Grandpappy's grave. Lord Jesus, what is going on in America? We need reparations and sovereign land. We got to get the hell up out of here with these people. We can't even bury our dead child. They are putting black candles on our fucking relatives' graves. Excuse my language, YouTube. I'm sorry. They are putting black candles. What in the Hitler is going on? Biden and Kamala, as we approach Juneteenth, as we sit here looking at the sex trafficking laws that Trump put into place, even though down here in Texas, people are still being sex trafficked and nobody seems to give a damn. As we sit here looking at Black Wall Street, wondering what in the world has been wrong with my black family. Yeah, they had cans of Coke on top of some of our ancestors' graves. Y'all know what that means. And we wonder why our family on the crack. They over there pouring Coke. You know, they say sprinkle a little Coke on them. Girl, what is going on in America? See, we understand these symbolisms now because we are wide awake and they think we don't. Our family does not drink Coca-Cola. We drink Pepsi. So how in the hell you gonna tell me I go over there look at my uncle's grave and some fool done put a can of Coke on my uncle's grave, and I know good goddamn well that my uncle was a crackhead when he was alive. Now his son is also a crackhead. His great-grandson is a crackhead. Now what the hell going on? They had the full ritual up by the Lions over by Grandma and Grandpappy, and then as you walk around to the graves of the other, like when I say my uncle, I'm talking about like my great uncle, y'all, my great uncle. Understand, this is not my actual uncle's alive. Okay, so I'm walking around, you know, just looking at all the graves, and I'm like, wow, all of them, it's like they put the main ritual up by the Lions where Grandma and Grandpa is at, and then all of the descendants around there, honey, they had some, it was snakes they done threw out there. Even the police was like, is that a snake? I was like, yeah, like some real black magic, you guys, on our Hebrew Israelite tribe of Judah relatives over in the South Park Cemetery. It was crazy. Now all I'm trying to say is, there's no way in hell that the people at the South Park Cemetery is walking around that cemetery every day, cutting that grass, because it was well kept. and all of that. And they did not see that whole ritual setting with snakes and black candles. Come on, yeah. There's no way. So what do the people that are keeping up the South Park Cemetery in Pearland, what do they have to do with this? Of the generational curse that has been put on my family. Y'all always want to say that voodoo shit ain't real. Y'all know that shit is real. They out there burning the candle. I ain't never heard of tame the sheep in a black candle in circles around my grandmother and grandfather grave. And then as you keep walking to like my great uncles and my aunties and you know what I'm saying, cousins and stuff, it's all kind of different ritualistic symbolism things they done put on there. What in the world is going on at the South Park Cemetery in Pearland, Texas? Family, hear me now, far and wide. Emergency, emergency. All of your family's familiar graves here in Houston of Texas or in the surrounding areas, I suggest you start at the South Park Cemetery in Pearland. You better come check your graves. Like I said, it's hot. I did the most that I could do for my immediate family. We are cousins and stuff, but you know we have a couple of different lines. So you might want to come down to this South Park Cemetery in Pearland and check on your people. Now, they sent my cousin, who happened to be a police officer with the Pearland police. So they sent him out, and he over there looking. Because he was like, yeah, cuz I'm finna go look and see too. You know what I'm saying? See if I can see any more. Because he was like, is that a snake? I was like, yeah. This is fucking crazy. I'm in a satanic panic at this point. How deep does this satanic rabbit hole go against black people? God, Jesus, have mercy. How far does it go, y'all? They all at our grandfamily. I can't even talk. This is crazy. They all at our relatives, our elders' graves doing voodoo, bruh. Like I said, the words of the day came out of the police officer's mouth. Is that a snake? Wow. Satanic panic, Biden. Satanic panic, Kamala. As we come down upon Juneteenth, I come over to Granny and Peppy's grave over there. And child, they had a tame the sheep, blackened candle voodoo spell encasing my relatives with anonymous pieces of voodoo all over pretty much every grave of my relative in that cemetery. Child, it was horrible. They had a whole coffin on top of my auntie's coffin. It was weird. Even the police, like I said, the words of the day was the look in the police's eyes when he was like, is that a snake? And you cannot tell me, even with the police being, totally and completely awed in the situation, that those people at the South Park Cemetery didn't see all of it. With black candles and snakes. Chill. What is going on at the South Park Cemetery in Pearland? Family, I gotta go cool off because I'm still in a state of shock. I'm in a satanic panic at this point. I don't know what's going on, making me want to go to every damn grave of every relative across America, because I am literally shook. If you could have saw what I saw, it was a very horrifying sight. Like I said, even the police was shocked. All he could do was stand back and say, was that a snake? Oh, snakes and black candles. What in the world, Jesus Christ? Family, go check your relatives' graves. These people are crazy. They're communists. They're Hitlerish. They hate America. They hate Americans. They do all kind of voodoo and witchcraft. And no matter what nobody want to say, a lot of times that stuff do work, because these people are working with these fallen demons and these fallen angels, and they know more about this earth sometimes than us little idiots do, okay? You got some candles say tame the sheep, and we into that stuff. I've never seen a candle like that before. That's what's shaking in my bones, because I've never seen no shit like that before. That was horrifying. I'm horrified. And family, you should be too. Biden, this is the reason why we want to separate. This is why we always say we want to be reparated and separated. I am sitting here traumatized just from going to try and visit my relatives' graves. Because you can't even, I mean, these KKK all at your grandmama's graves and stuff. I'm traumatized right now. Because I don't know the connotations of all that voodoo and what that's going to do to me and my family. My family already been going through too much. We done lost so many people last year and all this COVID and now this. For all I know, that curse could have been the reason why my family been going through what they going through. And y'all don't understand why we don't want to be around this no more. Number one, this is un-American. Putting all kind of witchcraft on people, desecrating people's grandmama's graves. I'm sorry, I've been in America my whole life. I've never been taught in America that it's okay to just go desecrate somebody's grandmother's grave. In America, we are better than things like that. You don't go disrespect nobody's elders like that. This is atrocious. And I'm sorry, y'all can say what y'all want to, but this is the reason why our people want to separate and reparate. And for the Juneteenth that's coming up, I hope and pray that this country can have an eye-opening awakening of God and understand what it's like in this country to be a poor person, to be a black person, and understand all of the challenges that have been put against us, all the way from in the banking systems, all this crazy stuff, all the way down to now. These people got ritual, generational curses over at your grandma's grave. Like, man, come on, this is just too much. Not only do I gotta deal with the credit bureau, but I got to go over here and clean up voodoo off of Granny's grave too. Oh, come on now, I can't take no more. This is enough. Enough is enough, Biden and Kamala. We sick of this shit. All we ask is we want to separate and reparate. We don't want to be around this stuff no more. Y'all involved all that kind of stuff. We want to be with good. I'm just over here at the Walmart. Y'all know we bought the Walmart. Hey, Walmart, we own majority stock interest in y'all now. What y'all gonna do? Y'all need to give people a raise. Oh, y'all didn't know we bought the Walmart? I know that's right. Have a good one, family. I love you.